Number 16, Tyler Nixon. 18, Michael Childers. 20, Jake Story. Number 21, Brody Harkness. Number 22, Connor Jones. Number 23, Daniel Forbes. Number 24, Braden Weir. Number 27, Kadeem Benbridge. Number 28, Logan Stewart. Number 33, Alec Brown. Number 44, Anthony Colletti. And number 45, Sean Slemko. Ladies and gentlemen, the Durham Lords. And now their opponent, from Windsor, Ontario, the St. Clair Saints. Starting off with the staff for the Saints, manager Derek Murphy, assistant coach Andrew Cooper, assistant coach Tom Beal, assistant coach Rick Lenquist, assistant coach Rob Murphy, assistant coach Bernie LeBout, and the head coach for the St. Clair Saints in his 5th year, Dave Cooper. And now, the St. Clair Saints. Number 1, Cornell Jerry. Number 2, Matt Sykes. Number 3, Eric Cunningham. Number 5, Casey Boutet. Number 6, Kevin Dion. Number 7, Shane Courtney. Number 8, Ben Balcher-Sheets. Number 10, Austin Olds. Number 11, Tristan Bouchard. Number 12, Miguel Siepen-Witkos. Number 14, Taylor Pavitt. Number 16, Matthew Basingthwaite. Number 17, Kyle Bright. Number 19, Roberto Duncan. Number 20, Javid Batch. Number 21, Mitchell Gual. Number 22, Matthew Brooks. Number 23, Max Ayarza. Number 24, Brendan Warner. Number 27, Cameron Levine. Number 28, Dimitri Bertoni. Number 29, Bailey Hiroshi. And number 32, Mika Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, the St. Clair Saints. The umpires for game number 2, at third base, Ben Rosen.
Welcome, everyone, to this second game in the OCAA Men's Provincial Championships. I'm Jacob McCourt on play-by-play here with Nicole D'Angelo.
Hi, guys.
Nicole's going to be doing color commentary today, a little bit about the teams right after the national anthem. And we're back today. Durham Lords take on St. Clair College Saints. We're going to give you a little bit of information about the teams after we talk to you about the tournament styles. This is a double elimination tournament. The first game today, Humber versus Fanshawe. A 5-4 win for Humber propels them further in this tournament. If you lose twice, you're out. So really, Durham and St. Clair, they need the win in this game. Nicole, why don't you tell us a little bit about Durham?
So the Durham Lords have been having a great year this year. OCAA Coach of the Year Sam Dempster leads the team with 25 years behind the wheel. They're rebounding from an 8-12 in 2015 to come in at an 11-7 record this year. They lost 4 out of their last 6 games, and right now they're standing at 4th in the league.
And their opponents today, the St. Clair College Saints from Windsor, #1 in the league, despite losing 2 games due to inclement weather, 15-3. They've won their last 4. Their last 4 regular season games, they won their first 8. So really a very hot team with 7 shutouts. They've got the OCAA batting champion, Max Ayarza from Panama. It's his 5th year in the league with a .481 batting average. Wow. 2 home runs, 21 RBIs, 25 hits, as well as the OCAA Pitcher of the Year, Kyle Breitner. It's his 3rd time winning that award. He was 5-0 in the season, 2 complete games, 1 shutout, 41 strikeouts. Just a fantastic pair of players, both on the pitching side and on the batting side. So first on the field here, we've got number 10 for St. Clair warming up, Austin Olds.
Back to talking about the Durham Lords, same as the Saints. They lost 2 games due to bad weather. We're having the worst luck today, but the weather today is starting to get better, so maybe we're getting that luck back. The sun is coming out, the wind has died down a bit, it looks like, and it's finally warming up. I mean, we were talking earlier in the Humber versus Fanshawe game how cold it was and how the wind was also affecting the players, but hopefully with this heat, the Durham Lords and the Saints will have some more luck.
For Durham will be number 33, Alec Brown.
And first up to bat to start the game, we've got Durham. First up to bat for Durham, number 33, Alec Brown. So we're getting this game underway. And the first pitch by Austin Olds, that one is a ball. And that ball is tipped. That ball was wide, likely a ball, but swung at by Alec Brown. So we've got our first strike on the board, 1-1. Here comes the pitch. That one low, ball 2. And there's a bunt attempt from Alec Brown, not successful. That one is strike 2. We're at 2-2. The first batter of this game, St. Clair versus Durham, second game of the OCAA Baseball Provincial Championship here. And he swings and he's out. Alec Brown recording the first strikeout of this game.
I was expecting more from him as the OCAA All-Star, Alec Brown.
Next up to bat, number 18, Michael Chilvers. And the first pitch, that one goes right into the outfield past the shortstop, Matt Sykes, for St. Clair. That's a single, the first hit of the game, Michael Chilvers.
Next up to plate is number 4, Brendan Dadson.
It's interesting that the Lords, they started off with arguably two of their best players. Both Brown and Chilvers won the OCAA All-Star. Let's see.
Left-handed batter, Brandon Dotson, up at the plate. He's got Michael Chilvers on first. And the pitch comes in. That one's pitch perfect. Strike 1. Austin Olds pitching to Eric Cunningham behind the plate as the catcher. Brandon Dotson today. Up. First strike. Another pitch. That one goes right over the pitcher, Austin Olds, to second base. Past second base into center field. Crandall Gerald plays to second base to Casey Boutet. And that one is another hit for Durham. 2 hits on 3 batters. Not too shabby. Great way to start the game. And now number 9 for Durham, Jake Legros from Whitby, Ontario, his second year with the team. And the pitch is on the outside, ball 1. It's a great way to start the game. 2 batters on base. And that's another pitch by Austin Olds in the same spot. That's ball 2. He's pitching both those balls just slightly low, slightly down. We'll see what he can do on this third pitch here. And that one, another ball, pitching all 3 balls as fastballs in the same spot. Let's hope he can throw a strike here for Jake. And that is ball 4, bases loaded. Durham, bases loaded with number 10, Jack Rankin, up to bat.
Jack Rankin in the last season had a 7 RBI and got 11 out of 31 hits.
Batting average of .355. Let's see what Jack can do for his team with the bases loaded. There's the pitch. Perfectly down the center. That one's a strike on Jack Rankin. Austin Olds really needs to kind of close this inning out very quickly here. Hopefully a sacrifice fly or something to close it out very quickly. That one's a bit wild, outside the strike zone. Hits the ground, and the the catcher on that one. Ball 1. We are 1-1, 1 out. Bases loaded. Durham looking to start this game off with a bang. Austin Olds pitch. That one again wide and low. 2-1, 1 out. Here comes the pitch from Austin Olds. That pitch hit by Jack Rankin. 1, 2, that's a double play to close the inning. Just beautiful execution on that double play. Casey Boutet and Roberto Duncan connecting on that one for a double play. Second base, first base, and that inning is over. So that was a quick inning. I was getting a little nervous there with bases loaded. I thought the game could have went like the last game. That was very exciting.
We're going to go to replay now to see that awesome play.
So Jack Rankin at the plate takes the pitch from Austin Olds. That ball goes right to the shortstop, Matt Sykes, who throws to Casey Boutet, and then Roberto Duncan to close out the inning with a 2-out double play. Greatly executed. That is the epitome of great baseball right there by St. Clair College.
Yeah, like we were saying, we thought it was going to be another shutout.
Yeah, we had a very exciting game last game. A lot of action in 2 innings to give a total of 9 runs. Humber taking the last game 5-4. But like I said, Travis Helps, fantastic play. Just a great game, very exciting last game. So glad that one didn't turn into a run fest like the last game. So up now, we'll have St. Clair College batting. St. Clair College from Windsor, Ontario. Like I mentioned before, they were the #1 in the league last season, have won their last 4 games. So coming into this one with a bit of a hot streak, it'll be exciting to see what they can do here in this first game of the double elimination tournament. Basically lose twice and you're gone.
Durham Lords right now have Logan Stewart up to bat, or up to pitch.
Leading off for the St. Clair Saints will be number 1.
And up first for St. Clair batting is the center fielder, Crandall Gerald, number 1. I just wanted to mention as well the umpires at home plate, Ben Rosen. First baseline, Jeff Rose. And third base, Frank Spontaneo. Bottom of the first, still 0-0. And here's the first pitch, and that one is a strike. Second pitch, by Logan Stewart. And that one's a ball. And the next pitch, that one also outside, ball 2. Logan Stewart throws ball 3. That one's perfect. Crandall Gerald running, and he's out at first.
So close.
First out
Batting
on
next
St.
will be
Clair.
number 3, Eric Cunningham.
Batting next is the catcher for St. Clair, Eric Cunningham. Hoping to do a little more on this at-bat compared to his teammate, center fielder Crandall Gerald.
Standing at 6 foot, he's from LaSalle, Ontario, and in his 3rd year at St. Clair College.
And there's a bunt by Cunningham. He's got to run quick. And at first, he's safe. Fantastic bunt by Eric Cunningham. Just showing that, you know, a short bunt and a fast run sometimes is all you need to get on base. A single by Eric Cunningham. Up next, Max Ayarza, number 23, third baseman for St. Clair College. And another bunt by Ayarza. And that one goes right on the third base line. And the throw to first is wild and way over. So that means that that will be a double for Ayarza on an error there by the first baseman of Durham. The bunt there went to the third baseline, picked up, thrown to first base, and overthrown, meaning that Max Ayarza was able to capitalize on that and get a double for his St. Clair College Saints.
One of their best batters. He's got an average of .418 with an RBI of 21 and 25 hits.
There's a reason that he was named OCAA batting champion this year. Max Ayarza, 5th year in the league from Panama, a .481 batting average over the year. Just a fantastic batting average. 2 RBIs, 2 home runs, 25 hits, and a hit here to get his team a double in scoring position. And there's another hit, this time by Roberto Duncan. That one slightly foul, strike 1.
Another outstanding batter for St. Clair. He has an RBI of 19, .422 average, and 19 hits in the last season.
Logan Stewart, pitcher for Durham, preps his pitch. And that one comes in slightly wide. That's ball 1. We're 1-1, 1 out. Men for St. Clair on second and third base. Off a great bunt by Max Ayarza. Here comes the next pitch from Logan Stewart. Ooh, that one. Bit of a controversial call. I don't know if you could hear it in the crowd there, but they were not happy with that one. That one is a strike. Strike 2. And that one is a ball. Again, from my point of view, that one looked pretty good, but the umpire has a way better view than I do, calling that one a ball just slightly above the strike zone. 2-2 for Roberto Duncan. Bit of a wild pitch there. Low and to the outside. Ball 3, we're at full count, 3-2. Roberto Duncan taking a second there to adjust himself before the pitch comes in. Yarza's on second. Eric Cunningham, the catcher, on third. Hoping to capitalize on this opportunity they've been given here. Roberto Duncan preps himself at the plate. Logan Stewart with the pitch. And Roberto Duncan caught swinging.
He's one of the 2 players that St. Clair has recruited from Panama, interestingly enough.
And both players, it's their 5th year with the squad, right?
Yep.
Yes. Cool. Next up to bat, number 12, the DH, Miguel Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos, rather. And that ball is outside and low, ball 1 for Miguel Cienfuegos. Cienfuegos. There you go, I got it on the 3rd try. And that's a strike. Great ball by Logan Stewart, a fastball right down the center. 1-1, 2 out. Men on second and third for St. Clair. And the pitch by Logan Stewart. That one comes in low. Miguel signaling to the man on third. Eric Cunningham to stay where he's at. Cienfuegos gets ready for the 4th pitch. 2-1. And that's a perfectly executed strike by Logan Stewart. We are 2-2, 2 out. Cienfuegos looking for a hit to get his team on the board in this bottom of the 1st. And the pitch, that one's slightly outside. We are now at 3-2, full count for Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart of Lindsay, Ontario, 3rd year with the team, comes in at 5'11". Let's see what he can do here. Cienfuegos is caught. That is a strikeout.
Wow, he just shut them out.
Logan Stewart comes in through the clutch. We are scoreless in the 1st. Let's show you some highlights from the 1st.
We're back.
And we're back. So a very exciting 1st inning. Few hits, but no score going into this 2nd game of the OCAA Men's Baseball Provincials here in Etobicoke, Connervale Park. As we mentioned earlier, the 1st game was quite frigid on the players. The wind did pick up there in the game. Thankfully for us and for the players mostly, the temperature has gotten a little hotter. The sun's out. The wind has stopped. Truly ideal conditions for October baseball today. So we will continue in this 2nd inning. Now with Durham up to bat.
I'm hoping to see those 2 Durham All-Stars showing their awesome performances that they're known for, with Alec Brown as pitcher and Michael Chivers. They're both OCAA All-Stars, with Brown having 29.2 innings pitched, 1.24 ERA. He's their best pitcher, arguably, with an ERA minus pitchers playing under 5 innings. They're number 4 in the batting average of OCAA, and here we go.
We won 2, right?
So up at the plate for Durham, we've got number 7, Jordan D'Amico, the 2nd baseman. And the 1st pitch from Austin Alds is outside low. That's ball 1. on this one. The second pitch, that's a strike from Austin Alds. Again, at the plate, we have number 7 for Durham, Jordan D'Amico. And that one, a foul ball, a tip off Jordan D'Amico's bat. We're 2-2.
D'Amico has an RBI of 8 and an average of 323.
It's pretty good batting average. Better than I could do, I'm sure. Jordan D'Amico, full count. Now here comes the pitch. That one's hit to the shortstop, Matt Sykes, thrown out at first base. Great catch by Roberto Duncan. Now to go through who's in the outfield, because we haven't really talked much about the outfield. In left field, Kevin Dion, number 6. Center field, Crandall Gerald, number 1. And 11 for St. Clair. In right field, Tristan Bouchat. Next pitch coming in from Austin Alds on number 27 for Durham, Khadiv Bembridge. That first ball is a strike. The next pitch, another swing and another strike on Bembridge. And the third pitch, that one's a bit low. Ball 1. Austin Alds has been throwing pretty well thus far in the top of the second. Austin Alds gets ready for that pitch. And that one is easily thrown to first base from catcher Eric Cunningham. That is the first out on Durham. Khadiv Bembridge hits the ball. Wasn't a bunt, but he did hit it slightly in the infield. Didn't go far. Easily fielded by Eric Cunningham, thrown to Roberto Duncan on first base. We are 2 outs in the top of the second inning. Now up to bat, number 15 for Durham, Jack Lang.
Standing at 6 foot, he's originally from Pickering, Ontario.
And that one's a big hit. That one is caught easily by the left fielder, Kevin Dion, to end the inning. Top of the second over, still scoreless. Sorry, you were saying about Jack?
Oh yeah, Jack Lang. He has an RBI of 5 and an average of 237. So hopefully we're gonna get some points on the board in this next inning.
If the games in this tournament are anything like the first game in this tournament, Humber versus Fanshawe, I've got to tell you, we're in for a great half dozen or 7 games of baseball over this weekend. So we mentioned it at the top of the show, but this is a double knockout tournament. So again, schools are seeded based on their regular season standing. So in the first game, we had number 2 versus number 3. In this game, the 1 and 4 teams play. Basically, if you win 2 games, you're in the final. From there, you got to play until you're knocked out twice. So with the rain out yesterday, we've got 4 games today and 2 or 3 games tomorrow. Like I said, if this game's like anything like the first game we had, we're in for quite a treat this afternoon.
And if you stick around, the next game is going to be at 4:30 against Humber, who won the game this morning, and whoever wins this game.
So really, the powerhouse versus powerhouse game here at 4:30 here at Connorvale Park. I'm glad the weather has warmed up a bit. I was cold this morning. I don't know about you, Nicole.
Oh no, I was shivering in my boots.
I was like, why did I get out of bed this morning? I could have been in a warm bed, but we're out here in the cold. We're here to watch baseball, that's why.
And we've got a lot of fans out tonight cheering their teams on. The cold doesn't seem to deter them from coming here. And here's that wind, just so you guys got a visual. You can really see it in the trees, and judging from the game earlier today, it's definitely affected the way the ball's been moving.
We saw a lot of foul balls, especially on the third baseline, as the wind kind of picked up in that first game. You know, I did say earlier that I thought the wind was gone, but I guess it's not gone. I guess the trees I'm not seeing moving where I'm sitting, but here we are getting right back into the game, second inning. Looking for some hits here. Tristan Bouchot starting off the hitting for St. Clair College. Logan Stewart to pitch. First pitch, perfect pitch. Strike one. Second pitch, if you saw it there, Bouchot appeared to be going for a bunt, realized that it was low and to the outside. We are now at 1-1 as far as the count goes. Third pitch, same spot again. That one is low and to the outside. That's ball 2.
Bouchot has an RBI of 6 and an average 182. Ooh.
Another low pitch, that time hitting the ground first. That's catcher Jack Lang coming out to Logan Stewart. And that one is hit by Tristan Bouchot, but again, on the foul, outside the foul line, that's strike 2. We're now full count, 3-2 off that foul ball by Bouchot. And the pitch comes in. That one is well hit into the outfield. And that one is a single for Bouchot.
Next batter will be number 6, Kevin Dion.
Kevin Dion, number 6 left fielder for St. Clair, now up at the plate.
Standing at 5'11", he's originally from Newmarket, Ontario, and he's in his second year.
Logan Stewart looks at the plate, looks to first base, making sure that Bouchot has not moved. And on that one, Jack Lang very quick to react, seeing that Bouchot may have been looking to steal second base, but very good hand-eye there from Jack Lang, preventing a steal by Bouchot. That first one, ball 1. Second pitch comes in. Again, Jack Lang very quick to his feet, realizing there that Tristan Bouchot had moved off first base. Almost caught Bouchot out there. Jack Lang, quick reaction times here. And Lang again watching Bouchot on that first base. Michael Chilvers on first base.
2-1.
That's a strike. We're at 2-2. And here's Logan Stewart with the next pitch. And that one caught in the outfield. Kevin Dion caught out. It's the first out.
Next up, number 5, Casey Boutet.
Still got Tristan Bouchot on first base. And now up to bat, a Tecumseh boy, Casey Boutet.
Casey has an RBI of 4 and an average 259.
It'll be very interesting here to see the interaction between Logan Stewart, Jack Lang, and the first baseman, as Bouchot still trying for that steal. That is a strike 1 for Casey Boutet. Jack Lang getting ready to throw to first. Ooh. Logan Stewart throwing to number 18 of Durham, Michael Chilvers on first base, ensuring that Bouchot does not steal that base. Bouchot off the base again. Here comes the pitch. That's a strike. Strike 2.
Bouchot is just not giving up.
And there's the pitch. Oof. That was a ball thrown to first base again to Michael Chilvers, the first baseman. Tristan Bouchot still going for that stolen base. Ball 1. The count now at 1-2. 1 out. Casey Boutet hits the ball to the shortstop. And the second baseman gets Bouchot out.
I guess he never really got to get to that second.
No, he didn't. But in the meantime, Casey Boutet did get a hit. He's now on first. We are at 2 out after Bouchot was thrown out at second base. The umpire now just adjusting second base after it came out from the ground. And we're going to show you a replay of that play. So Boutet hits the ball into the infield. Number 4 for Durham on the shortstop. Throws to second base, and as you can see, the base came out. It happens sometimes.
Okay, up to bat is number 5. Or number 2, sorry about that, number 2.
No problem. The shortstop, Matt Sykes, up to bat.
An RBI of 7. Matt also has an average 351.
Right now we've got, they're just looking over the second base there that was knocked out over that last play. Just making sure that they can put it back in. The umpire now making sure that everything's all set. It appears to be all good. Number 4 for Durham there. Brendan Dotson just making sure, the shortstop, making sure that everything's A-okay before they get back in action here.
You don't want it springing out again.
I would not want my second base springing out either if I was Durham. So as I mentioned again, Casey Boutet, the second baseman, on first. And Matt Sykes takes his first pitch, and that one is a foul ball behind the plate.
Fence.
Hitting the fence, yes. 1 strike. And here comes the pitch. And that one goes to the infield, going to first, and he is out at first. Matt Sykes tries but does not succeed, and that's the end of the bottom of the second. We are still scoreless. Got a replay now of that last play. Matt Sykes hitting to the shortstop. Brandon Dotson throwing to first. Michael Chilvers gets Sykes out, and that was the end of that inning. Still scoreless in this second game of the OCAA Baseball Championship.
I'm excited to see St. Clair up to bat again. I wanna see more from their batting champion Max Arazia? Ayarza, that's how I go it. Like I said before, he's one of the 2 team players from Panama, 5th year in the OCAA. He has a batting average of .481 and 2 home runs. We're gonna go to the highlight reel right now just to see what happened in the last inning.
And we're back, and that was a quick into number 11 for Durham. Wow, that was very quick there. So let's catch up on what happened there. So Tristan Wilcox, batter for the Durham Lords, hit that one, and was thrown out at first caught by Roberto Duncan.
Next up, number 33, Alex
So we're
Brown.
already at 1 out in this inning. Very, very quick. Back to the top of the batting order with Alec Brown. So already 1 out off that very quick. No, my apologies. He was not thrown out at first. We'll get to that in 1 second. Number 33, Alec Brown, pops one to center field. And that's 1 out now. So what actually happened on that last play, which I'm mistaken for, was he was not actually thrown out and did get a single. So on first, we have number 11 for Durham, Tristan Wilcox. And on that last play, Alec Brown popped one up to center field, was thrown out. So now 1 out, number 11 Wilcox on first. At the plate now, number 18, Michael Chilvers. And an attempt at a stolen base succeeds for number 11, Tristan Wilcox. They will take that any day. That's an SB. That's a stolen base for Tristan Wilcox. Number 11, Tristan Wilcox, looking to run to third again. That one's popped up by Michael Chilvers behind home plate, behind the fence. You can't see it, but fans are actually going to try to find that ball. We now have Michael Chilvers. He is 1 strike on that one. Ball. That one is outside. Austin Alls has had a very successful day thus far. There were some hits, but no runs scored in this game. Still scoreless. St. Clair Saints, Durham Lords. And that one popped up again by Michael Chilvers behind the plate, going behind where we're sitting in the play-by-play commentary area. Fans again going to run for balls. Maybe they could sell them on eBay afterwards, who knows. But Michael Chilvers, 2-2. And the throw, that one's wide, and running is Tristan Wilcox, getting to third base. Seeing that that pitch was wild, mishandled there by Eric Cunningham, going behind the plate. Tristan Wilcox seeing the opportunity, seizing the opportunity, now on third base.
Wilcox is known for stealing bases. In the last season, he's stolen 4, so just adding to that roster.
And here comes the full count pitch. And that one popped up and caught by Matt Sykes, leaving Tristan Wilcox on third base, 2 outs.
Batting next will be number 4, Brendan Datz.
So up next, number 4, Brandon Dotson.
One of their best batters, Datsun has 16 RBIs and 417 average.
Settling in now, Brandon Dotson. Hoping to make some damage with a man on third base. And the pitch comes in. And the run, mishandled by Eric Cunningham. Tristan Wilcox scores for Durham. The score now 1-0. Getting high fives left and right from his team, and rightfully so, stealing third base and stealing home. That pitch from Austin Alds was a bit low, and again went underneath Eric Cunningham. That one, a ball to the outside, ball 2. Austin Alds winds up. The pitch, that one comes in perfectly for Roberto Duncan on first base. And Austin Alds comes in to get the out. That was out number 3. And that's the end of the top of the third. Now 1-0 for the Durham Lords.
Once again, Durham Lords are 4th in the league right now, playing against St. Clair, who are currently 1st in the league. Despite losing 2 games to Weather, the St. Clairs won their first 8 regular season games straight. We're going to have a replay now of the last hit.
So that last hit there, just a great play by the pitcher Austin Alds and Roberto Duncan. They just kind of had that nonverbal communication going, realizing that Austin had to run to first base to make that play. Well played, well executed. Great way to end that inning there.
Yeah, no, these teams are really running like clockwork. They definitely have really great relationships with each other. Like earlier in the game, Lang and pitcher
Logan Stewart.
Yeah, no, they were just on point, especially making sure that that second wasn't getting stolen.
Yeah, it could have gone really badly with Bouchot. He was dangerous when he was on that first base. Michael Chilvers was watching, but that could have gone badly. But the combination of Logan Stewart on the pitching mound, Jack Lang behind the plate, and Michael Chilvers on first base, dangerous, making sure that Tristan Bouchot did not score, or did not steal a base rather. We are now in the bottom of the third. St. Clair up to bat.
Hopefully we'll see St. Clair's Pitcher of the Year third time in a row. Kyle Breather, he's got to have had a 5-0 on the season, 2 complete games, with a 1.53 ERA.
And that first pitch, that's a strike for Logan Stewart on Crandall Gerald, who's up at the plate now. Number 1, the center fielder for St. Clair College. And the second pitch now, that one's perfect. Perfectly hit as well by Crandall Gerald. What a great play. I think we'll definitely have, did he beat it? No, he is out.
Oh.
He is out. That was a perfectly executed play there. We'll show you a replay of that one right now.
Batting next will be number 3, Eric Cunningham.
But in essence, Michael Chilvers making a great sweeping catch there to get that out. That could have gone really badly had he not swept it like that. That was just a really well executed catch there by Michael Chilvers on first base. And the first pitch by Logan Stewart on Eric Cunningham, the catcher for St. Clair. That one is a ball.
Cunningham stands at 6 feet, and he's usually from LaSalle, Ontario.
Strike 1 on LaSalle's Eric Cunningham. Oof, caught swinging. Eric Cunningham, 2 strikes now. That one was a low breaking ball. Eric Cunningham swinging, not getting anywhere on that one. The count now, 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out in this top. And that one high, ball 2. I think Logan Stewart just needs to take a breath here before he throws his next one, making sure that this one is the strike 3 that he's looking for. That one comes in high again. 3-2, full count.
Cunningham has 11 RBIs and an average of 341.
Here comes Logan Stewart with the full count pitch on Cunningham. And that one high and almost in the face of Cunningham. That's a walk, his first of the game. Logan Stewart walks Eric Cunningham. We now have a man on first. Still 1-0. Durham over St. Clair. Now taking the plate, number 23, the third baseman, Max Ayarza.
As we've been saying, Yarza is one of the players to watch, originally from Panama. He's 5th year in the OCAA.
And again, another high ball by Logan Stewart. If I was the catcher, Jack Lang, I'd be taking a break right now, asking him to slow down those pitches to ensure that they're in the strike zone. It's the fourth pitch in a row that's been high. And that one inside, ball 2.
Yarza has 21 RBIs, an average of 41, and in the last 18 games he's played, he had 25 hits out of 52 at-bats.
Logan Stewart watching first base. Again, very good heads-up play by the catcher, Jack Lang, and the pitcher, Logan Stewart, ensuring that the man on first base, Eric Cunningham, isn't cheating too much. Just a few steps. Now 2-1. Here comes pitch number 4 on a Yarza from Logan Stewart. That one high as Jack Lang looks again to first base. St. Clair, during this entire game thus far, has been causing some nervousness for that first baseman, Michael Chilvers. We are now 3-1. The pitch, and there goes, oh. So Cunningham thrown out at second base when he was trying to steal that base. Now 2 out. Very good heads-up play by Jack Lang. We'll show you a replay of that right now. Or we'll show you later. Here it is right there. Jack Lang throws to number 7 at second base. It's a great heads-up play by Jordan D'Amico at second base. And now we're at 2 out. And that was a walk on Max Ayarza. Too busy talking about Jordan D'Amico to notice that there was a walk on Max Ayarza. Now at the plate, Roberto Duncan.
Roberto Duncan, another star batter with 19 RBIs, an average of .422, and 19 hits.
And that one inside. The count now 2-0. Again, Logan Stewart looking to his back, making sure Yarza staying on first. And that ball is ball 3. Jack Lang taking a second to have a word with his pitcher, Logan Stewart, who's been throwing a lot of balls this inning. He looked very solid in the first 2 innings, but a lot of balls high, a lot of balls slightly outside. So Jack Lang taking that opportunity to have a word with his pitcher. Again, we are 3-0, 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd. At the plate now, Roberto Duncan, Max Ayarza on first, and the pitch comes in. That one is another ball. That's a walk on Roberto Duncan. So that's the second walk in a row
12, Miguel Cienfuegos.
for Logan Stewart.
And we got both players from Panama on first and second.
Now the DH, Miguel Cienfuegos, a left-handed batter, hoping to make some damage here with both Max Ayarza and Roberto Duncan on base. The first pitch comes in, and that one is left and wide, rather right and wide. Ball 1. I'd be very nervous if I was Durham. I see both Duncan and Ayarza. They're getting ready for a run here, hoping that their teammate Cienfuegos hits something deep. That one, another ball. I think Logan Stewart at this point just needs to get through this inning.
Yeah, no, I think he's getting down.
He just needs to put 3 strikes together, or hope that Cienfuegos hits that.
Whoa.
And that one is
Hit the fence.
deep into left field, and that's 1 score, and that's 2-1, St. Clair and Durham.
No, 1-1.
Yes, 1-1, St. Clair and
Batting
Durham.
next will be number 11, Tristan Bouchet.
Fantastic play there by Cienfuegos, hitting that ball deep into left field. And that ball was thrown to third base and could have actually been a lot worse given that ball wasn't caught immediately by the third baseman. Now, man on second, man on third. 2 out, Tristan Bouchet at the plate. First pitch comes in. That's a strike.
Bouchard has 6 RBIs and an average of 182.
So again, we've got Cienfuegos on second. Roberto Duncan on third. And that ball, foul, 2 strikes. At this point, Durham just needs to close the inning. This could get way worse if they don't close the inning shortly. Here comes the third pitch. That one's a ball. Slightly inside, ball 1. Logan Stewart's pitch. That one hit foul by number 11, Tristan Bouchard. Still 1-2.
Roberto Duncan just itching to get to home.
Looking to make this a 2-1 ball game. Logan Stewart looking at his catcher, Jack Lang. And here comes the pitch. That one is a strike and a strikeout just in the nick of time for Logan Stewart. The game now 1-1 after a very exciting bottom of the third.
Durham must be feeling pretty happy about themselves going into this next inning.
I would be very thankful if I was them.
And at the end of 3 innings, the score is tied 1-1.
So now the sun's coming out. It's getting a little bit warmer. I think I might actually take my jacket off very shortly. Just a great inning, 1 run for both teams. We may be able to show you some of that, what just happened in that inning there. But now we're getting St. Clair back on the field. Here are the highlights.
And we're back here at Connorvale Field. We have the Durham Lords against the St. Clair Saints. I'm Nicole D'Angelo, and I'm here with Jacob McCord.
Howdy! The weather is finally getting nice here, like I said, in Etobicoke at Connorvale Park. Pretty miserable as far as the cold temperature goes this morning. We were at about 4 or 5 degrees, and if I was a betting man, I'd guess that the temperature has now doubled, and we're looking at the low double digits. It'd be easy for us to get on our phone and tell you. But first, we're going to get right into the first batter this inning. Back on the mound for St. Clair is Austin Alds, and up first for the Durham Lords is Jake Legros. The temperature is 9 degrees Celsius.
So you lost that bet, Jacob.
I did lose that bet. First ball comes in. That is on the inside. Ball 1. Jake Legros swings at that ball, and that is strike 1. That was a well-fielded ball by the pitcher for St. Clair, Austin Olds.
Standing at 6'3", Leon's originally from Whitby, Ontario.
I'm a fan of his name, too. Jake Legros now, we are looking at 2-1. And that one also another low ball, 3-1. 1-1 here in this second game of the OCAA Baseball Provincial Championship Tournament. Jake Legros swings and misses. That's 3-2. Now full count in this first batter of the top of the fourth.
Legros has an RBI, has 13 RBIs. Oh.
And he hits one to third base. Ooh, and Max Ayarza throws to first base and throws him out. Perfectly executed play between Max Ayarza on third base and Roberto Duncan on first. We'll show you the replay. There's Ayarza throwing to first.
Next up, will be
And
number
the
10,
out,
Jack Rankin.
well executed, well scouted by Roberto Duncan on first place.
That looked like it hurt, though. He didn't get off the ground.
Yeah, I would not want to be sliding on a day like today. But hey, these guys are in it to win it, and they'll slide if they have to. Jack Rankin up at the plate. Ball one.
Rankin has 7 RBIs and an average of 355.
Second pitch by Austin Alds. That one by Jack Rankin goes right in the outfield, and that one's right on the fence and over. That's a double for Jack Rankin, as Kevin Dion signaled that bounced out. That's a double for Jack Rankin.
Next up will be number 7, Jordan D'Amico.
Rankin has had no home runs yet, but that was a pretty close one if it hadn't bounced, if
Yeah.
it just a few more
And you'll see
inches.
there, that one bounced right before the soil there, right on the grass, bouncing out. That one a double for Jack Rankin and his Durham Lords. First pitch on number 7, Jordan D'Amico. First pitch, that one outside of the strike zone. Ball 2. And there's the pitch. That one by Jordan D'Amico is hit on the first baseline, but over, and it's foul. So that's strike 1 for Jordan D'Amico. D'Amico now 2-1. We've got 1 out. On second base, Jack Rankin. Another foul ball.
He's really sending those high. and
Another
far.
foul ball by Jordan D'Amico.
D'Amico stands at 5'10" and is originally from Curtis, Ontario, in his second year.
Jack Rankin a few steps away from second. Catcher Eric Cunningham smothering that ball, making sure it doesn't go behind him. Jack Rankin looking for that third base steal. Now about 6, 7, 8 steps away from second base.
He seems slowly edging.
There he goes. Jordan D'Amico perfectly executed. That one goes to Casey Boutet. Casey Boutet throws to first. And thrown out at first.
But
Next up
Rankin
is
got to
27,
third.
Kadeem Bembridge.
Rankin did get to third. Good eye. So now we're at 2 out as Jordan D'Amico was thrown out at first. We'll show you the replay of just what happened there. So pitch by Austin Alds. That one's hit by Jordan D'Amico. That's well fielded there by Casey Boutet, throwing to first baseman Roberto Duncan, and well executed out. We are now at 2 outs. Still 1-1 in this St. Clair Durham Lords baseball game.
Rankin's just edging off that plate. Oh, now he's back.
He's back. At the plate now, number 27, Kadeem Bembridge, looking to bring his man home, Jack Rankin on third base. That pitch, ball number 2.
Rankin has 8 RBIs and an average of 346.
Bembridge swings and misses. Now at 2-2. Bembridge really eager to get his man Jack Rankin home. Make this a 2-1 ball game.
He's, oh, look at him sneaking.
Oh,
Oh,
Cunningham drops his mask. Oh! Oh, he caught him sleeping. Wow. We'll definitely have to show you a replay of that. Jack Rankin was not paying attention, and Eric Cunningham realizes this, threw to Max Ayarza, throwing him out at third base. What a play. It's not often you see a man at third base sleeping. We'll show you what just happened there. Cunningham realized that the man on third, Jack Rankin, was sleeping, threw to third. He's out of there.
Rankin was just too eager to get to home. He wasn't paying attention.
Rankin was sleeping. And that's the end of that inning. Such an exciting end to an inning. Now Durham on the field. All right, we're going to show you a different replay of that last play with a better angle this time. So as I mentioned, Jack Rankin was off the base, and as you can pay attention here, he wasn't paying attention to what happened. Eric Cunningham threw to the third baseman, Max Ayarza, which caused the end of the inning. That is, it's not often you see that. That was a very exciting play.
Yeah, poor Rankin.
Poor Rankin, I'm sure on his bench, his coach is going to be giving him heck.
All right.
So now, back to it.
Will be number 6, Kevin Dion.
Kevin Dion, he has 7 RBIs and an average of 375. He had 18 hits in the last season out of 48 at bat.
And tried for the bunt, Kevin Dion did, and did not succeed there. That ball going off the catcher, and that one, strike one.
Dion's in his second year on the team, originally from Newmarket, Ontario, standing at 5'11".
Dion swings, and that one goes and is caught easily by the shortstop, Brandon Dotson.
Next up is number 5, Casey Boutet.
Boutet, standing at 5'5", originally from Tecumseh, Ontario. He's in his third year.
You've just broken my heart. You've mispronounced the name of my hometown.
Oh,
that is my
no.
hometown, Casey Boutet. I'll tell you how to pronounce it in a second, but Casey Boutet now is caught out by the center fielder, Tecumseh, Ontario. So now you know. You'll never forget. Casey Boutet popped out center fielder. We'll show you a replay of that. Tecumseh's own Casey Boutet hits a ball popped out and caught by number 33 in center field. Number 33, Alec Brown. So now Matt Sykes, the shortstop. First ball thrown. That one, ball one. Logan Stewart throwing again into the dirt. We're at 2-0. The windup by Logan Stewart. That one a little high, very close to the strike zone, but that one is his third ball. We are now 3-0. 2 out in this bottom of the fourth. Pitch. That one's perfect. Strike one. We're now 3-1. 2 out.
Ooh, and getting that sun glare.
And Matt Sykes gets a walk. That's Logan Stewart giving up another walk. That is either his 4th or 5th walk this game.
Yeah, the Durham pitcher is not doing so hot today.
And thus far, no pitchers warming up in the bullpen. But we may see that change as we get to the 5th inning. Logan Stewart now pitching to Crandall Gerald, now at the top of the batting order, center fielder for St. Clair. That first pitch is a killer. It's strike one.
Gerald has 10 RBIs and an average of 347.
Logan Stewart looks to Jack Lang, the catcher. And that one popped to the outfield. And, ooh, that's a single there for Crandall Gerald. Well done, Crandall.
There was a moment there when all 3 outfielders were running towards it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, so now we've got Matt Sykes on second and Crandall Gerald on first base. And now up to bat for the St. Clair Saints is the catcher, Eric Cunningham, looking to see if he can make this game a non-tied affair. Again, man on first, man on second, with Eric Cunningham, the catcher, at the plate. First pitch by Logan Cunningham. That one's perfect, and is hit into the outfield by Eric Cunningham. Oh, and that's a run scored by St. Clair. Just a well-executed single by St. Clair Saints, as we see Matt Sykes scoring, making the game 2-1.
Mike Sykes did a really great slide into home.
Matt Sykes definitely killed that slide. We'll show you exactly what that looked like now.
23, Max Ayarza.
So Eric Cunningham hit that one out, and Matt Sykes just rounded the base, and that ball not perfectly to the catcher, Jack Lang. Matt Sykes scores for his team, his pants all dirty, sliding into home, making it a 2-1 affair for St. Clair. We now have Crandall Gerald on third base, Eric Cunningham on first base, with Max Ayarza at the plate. That's a perfectly executed strike by Logan Stewart. 1 strike, no balls.
Gerald had 10 RBIs and an average of 347.
Oh, and that ball's a wild pitch. Jack Lang going to the back. That's another score. This time, Crandall Gerald scoring for the St. Clair Saints. It's now 3-1 off that home steal by Crandall Gerald.
St. Clair is really turning it around.
They are turning it on. We'll show you what that one looked like once again. Max Ayarza hits that one, or rather, that one goes behind the plate. Jack Lang rips off his mask and is not quick enough to get to the running Crandall Gerald. What you saw there is Jack Lang had no one to throw to. He had no one at home plate to help him out. So he went, I don't know if you could see it there, but he went for the throw, but no one was there to get a man out, get the running Crandall Gerald out at home. So again, another score for St. Clair, 3-1 for the Saints. Again, Ayarza sizing up his competition in Logan Stewart. We have Eric Cunningham, the catcher, now on second after that misplay. And there you go. That's the inning. Durham is very happy that that is finished. We are now moving to batting for Durham. That was an exciting inning.
That was. It was nice to see. Oh, here's the highlight reel.
And we're back here at the end of the fourth inning. Score now 3-1 Saints after a very exciting bottom of the fourth inning. Nicole, that was exciting. I'm excited.
I'm curious to see if Durham can come back strong in this next inning.
I know.
And maybe they'll use some of their wonderful, wonderful batters. And there are 2 All-Stars, Alec Brown and Michael Chivers. Michael Chivers, number 5 batting average in the OCAA. So hopefully we'll be able to see some of that strength in this next inning.
Still pitching for St. Clair, Austin Alds. He's had a great game thus far. I think both pitchers have had good games. Really what happened there in that last inning was just some miscommunications at the plate, especially on that last one with the catcher, Jack Lang, not having a man to throw to on home plate. But we're going to get right back into the action now with Khadib Bembridge batting for Durham. Again, still pitching for St. Clair, Austin Alds. Oh, my mistake there. Jack Lang. So Khadib Bembridge hit that one into right field. Tristan Bouchot quickly realized that that ball was coming, and that's a single for Bembridge.
Next will be number 15, Jack Lang.
So now Jack Lang is at the plate, looking to even this one up on this now sunny October day. Getting close to Halloween, but we're playing baseball. So now Jack Lang is up at the plate, hoping to make some damage to bring his team back into this game. Austin Alds looks to first base, making sure that Bembridge has not moved, and that's a bunt try by Jack Lang, and we're going to call that one strike one.
Yeah, we've seen some pretty good bunts today and some pretty bad bunts today, so.
So let's hope Jack Lang can bring a good bunt to us, help his man on first, Bembridge, bring this game back for Durham. And that's a strike and a throw to first, and he's safe. That could have been bad for Bembridge.
Yeah, well, at least he was attentive enough to get back to first.
Yes, it could have gone the other way, just like it did in the last inning. Great observation. Top of the fifth, 2 strikes on Jack Lang. Bembridge on first, and that ball's hitting the infield. Well received by Matt Sykes, the shortstop, to second base and first base, and that's not a double play. The man on second, Bembridge, is called out, but the man going to first, Jack Lang, is safe. So that one is not a double play, just one out, and we'll show you the replay here. So that ball goes to Matt Sykes, who throws to Casey Boutet on second. Casey Boutet did collect that one and made him out for Bembridge, but on first, Roberto Duncan did not get the ball soon enough, and that's a single for Jack Lang. Now, we are at 1 out. That first ball on Tristan Wilcox was a strike. So we are 0-1 for Wilcox. Wilcox swings, and that one goes behind the plate. Tristan Wilcox now 0-2. Jack Lang taking 4 steps off first base, 5 steps, 6 steps. But thankfully, Eric Cunningham, watching very attentively, realizing that Lang had taken a few extra steps, ensuring that we didn't get a stolen base. So now we're at 1-2. Here comes the pitch. And that one is collected by Max Ayarza on third base. Casey Boutet gets the man on second, Jack Lang, out.
Number 33,
another
Alec
hit,
Brown.
another single. Now Tristan Wilcox on first, 2 out.
It's too bad with Lang making those few steps that he thought he was going to make it, but just not fast enough.
Just not fast enough in that case. So now up to bat, we're at the top of the batting order again. Alec Brown swings, and that one is strike 1. Austin Alds taking a second to ensure that he's in the right spot. Throws the ball, and a running man, that's Tristan Wilcox running and stealing the base. Eric Cunningham not quick enough. Tristan Wilcox succeeds in that stolen base.
Wilcox is known for stealing bases. In the last season, he had 4.
And not only that, but that is his 2nd stolen base of this game. That one a ball. No, that's a strike. That is the end of the inning. That one a bit low. I don't know if you could hear it here, but the bullpen, or rather the dugout, not happy with that call. But that is the end of the inning, folks. That's a strike, and we're out. We'll show you that last strikeout here. As I mentioned, the dugout and myself, that might have been a little low, but rather Eric Cunningham's glove was actually facing upwards, so that's probably why it appeared to be quite low from us looking from behind. So again, that's 3 outs. We're moving along. Now in the bottom of the 5th, we're going to get to St. Clair batting. Logan Stewart still pitching to his catcher, Jack Lang. And again, we spoke earlier about the great dynamism between Logan Stewart, Jack Lang, and Michael Chilvers on first. I feel this game could have been a lot higher. The score could have been a lot higher if you didn't have that dynamic combo of those three, making sure that men from St. Clair don't move from first to second.
No, it's all about that teamwork, right?
It's all about that teamwork. And teamwork in this double knockout tournament. Again, now in the second game, the first game of this tournament, 5-4, Humber defeating Fanshawe after a very exciting comeback by the Humber Hawks. They were down 4-0 until the 5th inning when they rallied to come back and beat Fanshawe 5-4. Now they're going to be in the next game with the winner of this game.
I'm pretty excited to see St. Clair's Player of the Year, Kyle Bretner. And we're going to take a quick look at the crowd and see all the fans here out today to cheer on their teams. Now that it's warming up, I feel better for them.
Yeah, the game could have been real cold for them in the first few innings here, but the sun's come out, the temperature now 9 degrees, and that first pitch a little hotter than it was this morning. We are now at ball 1. And there's a hit. That one in the infield. That one thrown, or rather hit to Brendan Dotson. Collecting it, smothering it, making sure it doesn't get in the outfield. But that's a single to start off the inning for Roberto Duncan. Now at the plate, Miguel Cienfuegos. Here comes the first pitch from Logan Stewart. That pitch, a little low. Ball 1. Just so you're following, Roberto Duncan now on first base, taking a few steps off the base. Logan Stewart making sure that the man is not too far. Logan Stewart with the windup and the pitch. That one, ball 2, as it's slightly low and slightly outside. Again, Logan Stewart looking to his back, making sure that the man on first base is not too far off, in a position to steal. That's strike 1, 2-1. St. Clair still up 3-1 in this bottom of the 5th. Here comes the pitch. That's a hit to the infield. Well received by Brandon Dotson, thrown to first base, but the man, Miguel Cienfuegos, is safe at first. We now have a man on first and second. Great single by Cienfuegos. Next up, Tristan Bouchot. So let's show you that last one. So that ball went to to Brandon Dotson on the shortstop. That was thrown to the first baseman, Michael Chilvers. Not fast enough, as Cienfuegos was able to get to first base before being tagged. Now a man on first and second. Logan Stewart winding up for the pitch. Tristan Bouchot goes for the bunt. Jack Lang, very attentive, making sure that the man on second, Roberto Duncan, isn't too far off the base. That's ball 1. Logan Stewart now looking for the second pitch. Pitches, and there's another bunt attempt. This time, St. Clair steals a base. That's Roberto Duncan stealing third, after Jack Lang realizing the steal was coming, just not quickly enough. Oh, nope. I take that back. Take that back. That was a wild pitch there. So back to second he goes. My apologies. I'm getting too excited here. Lots of stolen bases in this game. Not just Wilcox either. Logan Stewart pitches. That's a swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout on Tristan Bouchot. 1 out on St. Clair College.
Batting next is number 6, Kevin Dion.
Kevin Dion has 7 RBIs and an average of 375.
Dion goes for the bunt. Perfectly executed bunt. That goes right in the infield. Pitcher Logan Stewart throws to first and thrown out at first. So now 2 out. But again, perfectly executed sacrificial bunt there by Kevin Dion.
Next batter is number 5, Casey Boutet.
So now got a man on second, man on third with Casey Boutet. Tecumseh's own Casey Boutet at the plate. 2 out. Casey Boutet, first pitch incoming now from Logan Stewart. Logan Stewart throws. That one inside and a strike. I think some of the crowd here is reacting negatively. Casey Boutet was very close to the inside of his batter's box, which is why a lot of fans on my left side thought that one may not have been a strike. Here comes the second pitch. That one low, ball 1. So again, we've got a very exciting situation here with a man on second, man on third. Casey Boutet at the plate. 1-1, 2 out in this bottom of the 5th. Here comes the pitch. That one, ball 2, as that one's slightly outside and wide from right-handed batter Casey Boutet. Sure, Casey Boutet now just wants something to bring in his men on second and third. That one, foul ball. Strike 2. The umpire making sure the plate is fully swept off there. 2-2. And here comes the pitch from Logan Stewart of the Durham Lords. The pitch is perfect, and that is the end of the inning. Great strikeout by Logan Stewart. The score,
And at the end of 5 innings,
still 3-1.
3-1.
We'll show you the highlights now.
And we're back. Score right now between St. Clair Saints and Durham Lords is 3-1 Saints. Me and Jacob are getting quite a bit of glare from the sun now.
Yeah, you can't see it, but I just threw on my sunglasses because we're getting some sun today. The clouds have finally parted, and we are getting some sun, some heat. Really perfect conditions for October baseball. 10 degrees, sunny, and a very exciting game between the St. Clair Saints and the Durham Lords. Last inning, we had a very exciting couple plays by the St. Clair Saints, scoring 2 home plate steals. I think they're in a good spot right now. I would be pretty happy with how it performed thus far if I was the St. Clair Saints. So now what we've got the St. Clair Saints in the field. Still going with Austin Alds, pitcher, the number 10 for St. Clair.
Leading off for Durham will be number 18, Michael Chilvers.
And again, we are starting up this 6th inning with Michael Chilvers.
Chilvers has 6 RBIs and an average of .413.
The first baseman. The first baseman, Michael Chilvers, scores a strike on that one. Next pitch, Austin Alds, and that's a hit for number 18, Michael Chilvers.
Oh.
But that one foul. Strike 2. I don't know. Chilvers looked real sad on that one. I think he had a perfectly executed hit along the baseline there, but that one foul. So second strike.
Yeah, a bit of a sad walk back.
That was definitely a sad walk back. Michael Chilvers now 0-2, trying to lead off with some hitting this inning for his Durham Lords. The pitch by Austin Alds. That one goes to the outfield. That one is safe. That one is in. So that's that foul. That.
Oh.
That foul? That was a foul ball. My apologies. Foul ball by Michael Chilvers. He's back at the plate, still 0-2.
No luck for Chilvers.
We'll show you a replay of that one. I was even fooled by it. You know, we've got a bit of a blind spot here in our left field, so we were not able to see if that one was fair or foul. I felt like the movie Rookie of the Year, go foul, go foul, go foul, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. In this case, it went foul. So Michael Chilvers back at the plate for a 1-2 ball, for an 0-2 ball. And Michael Chilvers caught swinging, strikeout, another strikeout by Austin Alds. And we now move to number 4, Brandon Dotson. Brandon Dotson now at the plate, 1 out for his Durham Lords. That first pitch by Austin Alds coming in high for Eric Cunningham. They're going to have a little powwow. Eric Cunningham, the catcher, going to see his pitcher, Austin Alds, making sure that all is well as Brandon Dotson waits for his next pitch.
Dodson is has number 4 batting average in the OCAA. He has 16 RBIs and 20 hits in the last season.
And here comes pitch number 2. That one popped up and foul. Or rather, that one tipped into Eric Cunningham's glove and foul. Strike 1. Next pitch comes in. That one's low and in the dirt. Austin Alds is now 2-1 against Brandon Dotson of the Durham Lords. Brandon Dotson getting his next pitch. That one high by Austin Alds, 3-1. And a strike right in the nick of time for Austin Alds. Full count for Brandon Dotson. And here comes the final pitch here from Austin Alds. And that one straight down the middle, foul ball. We still stay full count, 3-2. That time the foul ball goes third base line and out. Austin Alds looking to close this batter, make it a 2-out affair in this inning. Austin Alds throws, and that one's low and in the dirt. So that's a walk for Brandon Dotson.
Batting next will be number 9, Jake LaGrosse.
It's too bad. I was hoping to see Dodson get a good hit.
I think that's exactly what Durham needs right now, being down 3-1 with time running out, top of the 6th. They will need a score shortly. Jake LaGrosse now at the plate with Brandon Dotson on first base. And a swing and a miss. That's a strike 1 for Jake LaGrosse.
LaGrosse has 13 RBIs and an average of .345.
Great batting average. And Jake doesn't swing at that one. That one's low, ball 1. Eric Cunningham, the catcher, making sure that the man on first, Brandon Dotson, doesn't steal a base on him. Oh, and that one a strike. And as you can hear, quite controversial from the dugout. A lot of the dugout thought that one was a ball, but called a strike by the umpire. And here comes the pitch. That one low in the dirt, and that's a steal for Brandon Dotson as he runs to second base. Now Dotson on second base after a pitch by Austin Alds, bounces, misses Cunningham, hitting the fence behind him. Now 2-2. Austin Alds looks to his catcher, Eric Cunningham, throws, and that one popped up by number 9, Jake LaGrosse, near the fence, not catchable for the first baseman, Roberto Duncan. Therefore, we're still at 2-2. The umpire here making sure that the players stay in the dugout.
He is not a happy camper.
No, well, on that play, I don't know if we have a replay to show, but it appears as though there may have been players that could have interfered with that catch opportunity for Roberto Duncan. And here comes the St. Clair College coach on the field to speak to the umpire about it. Again, I think both teams just making sure that play is fair. If we have a replay of that one, we can show you if there were players that were on the field that could have interfered with that catch. And play will now continue. With Jack Lee Gross now, still 2-2. Brandon Dotson on second, taking a few steps off the bag. And there's a swing.
Nice hit.
And that one is a hit. Casey Boutet fields to first base, and that's an out. That was a great play by the second baseman, Casey Boutet, to throw to first baseman Roberto Duncan. Just a great 10, fundamental baseball. We'll show you the replay of that now. Alt pitches. That ball goes straight to second baseman Casey Boutet, who throws that ball right to Roberto Duncan. That's a second out. And now we have a congregation on the pitcher's mound. Not sure what's going on here. Maybe they're examining Alex Ald's equipment, his leg, just to make sure if everything's okay. Not sure if he was hit there with the ball or if they were just doing an equipment check, but all seems to be good. Roberto Duncan.
And here we are with
Jack Rankin back at the plate, the right-handed batter. Here's the first pitch by Austin Alds, and that one hit by Jack Rankin, but into the dirt behind the plate. That's strike one.
Rankin has 7 RBIs and an average of .355.
At this point in time, if I was St. Clair, I'd want to just close out this inning. Man on third base, very dangerous. And that one's a ball. Half swing by Jack Rankin. Not enough for a strike.
Hopefully Dadson doesn't make the same mistake Rankin did in the last inning.
I think at this point, Durham really needs the point here. So if Rankin can get a hit, and that's a strike. If he can get a hit here, it may be exactly what Durham needs right now. So right now, 2-2. Rankin, 2 out, top of the 6th.
Taking a second to regroup himself.
Austin Alds, make or break right here with his pitch, 2-2. Here comes the pitch. And that pitch, ball 3. Full count, 3 ball, 2 strike, 2 out, top of the 6th. Durham number 4, Brendan Dotson on third base, looking to come home. And here's the pitch from Alds. That pitch is outside, and that's ball 4 and a walk for Jack Rankin. Now at the plate is number 7, Jordan D'Amico. So D'Amico here, I think Cunningham's going to take a few seconds. Take a timeout. Cunningham will take a timeout here. It's a very imperative play here. We're 2 outs, top of the 6th. What's happening here is we're changing pitchers. So Austin Alds has pitched, 5 2/3 games here. We're going to put in a new pitcher. As soon as we have the name of that pitcher, we will let you know.
I'm curious if it has something to do with what they were just doing on the mound.
Yeah, that could potentially be what it is.
Maybe an injury, maybe just tired.
Maybe an equipment issue with his shoe or his sock. As silly as that sounds, a sock issue, but they will be changing pitchers. Now on the mound.
We haven't really seen them warming anyone up in the bullpen, though.
Shane Courtney.
Now on the mound now, Shane Courtney. Windsor, Ontario's own Shane Courtney comes in at 5'8". and now pitching for St. Clair. We're going to give Shane Courtney a few pitches to get right into the swing of things. And as we take a break here, we mentioned it previously, but there's quite a bit of sun now. Do you think that could have an effect on players?
Well, depending on what angle they're standing at, definitely from our direction, the catcher might have some issues.
Definitely.
Just the glare.
Yeah, definitely. I think you and I are really squinting now, so I can only imagine. Now what Eric Cunningham is going through now with the glare. But as we mentioned now, new pitcher pitching for the St. Clair College Saints, Shane Courtney, stepping in for Austin Altz.
Just warming up now, getting into the groove of things. Yeah, no, it's this next end of the inning. If St. Clair can close it out soon and just keep Durham from getting those runs in.
Shane Courtney has a big mandate here. His mandate coming in is just close this inning. Jordan D'Amico is the man on the plate now. He's got a man on first and a man on third. He could, with some good batting, get his team in a position of power at 4-3 if he did get those men home. But Shane Courtney, now pitching number 7 for St. Clair, is definitely going to try and close out this inning.
D'Amico has 8 RBIs and an average of .323.
Right back into the swing of things here. So as I mentioned before, new pitcher Shane Courtney. Jordan D'Amico at the plate. That first pitch was a strike. D'Amico hitting right to the outfield, and that easily caught by the left fielder Kevin Dion, closing the inning. Exactly what the St. Clair College Saints needed to close out the inning. So now we're moving to the bottom of the 6th. Just a great way for Shane Courtney to come in. He throws 2 balls, and a pop fly goes to Kevin Dion, easily caught. Now moving to the bottom of the 6th.
As we were talking about before, this is a double knockout tournament. Schools are seeded based on regular season record, and the team that wins both games advances to the gold medal game with 2 chances to win.
Yeah, it's quite an interesting way to look at the tournament. So as we mentioned before, Humber won the first game against Fanshawe 5-4. So that means that Humber is in the next game against the winner of this game, now almost coming to a conclusion.
And yeah, unless we see a turnaround, it seems like St. Clair is gonna pull the win out from under
But
Durham.
again, stranger things have happened, so we may see a big turnaround, just like in the last game in the 6th inning, where Humber came back to beat Fanshawe 5-4. Now still pitching for the Durham Lords is number 28, Logan Stewart. I think here they just need to get through this inning relatively quickly. Logan Stewart just needs to basically throw strikes. He's been doing it for most of the game today. Just needs to keep throwing those strikes. I think his team, between Stewart, Lang, and Chovers, they've had a great dynamism between the 3 of those players. If they can just keep that up, prevent St. Clair from stealing, they could probably end up keeping this game close. Do you have any information about Logan Stewart's pitching throughout the season? So Logan Stewart had 5 appearances during the season. He started 2 games. His record was 3-2, pitching 21.1 innings. But what's most interesting here is he only gave up 6 runs throughout his 5 appearances in the regular season and actually had 26 strikeouts. So really impressive record, plus a 1.64 ERA. So really impressive season from Logan Stewart. We've seen a lot of that today. And here comes the first pitch from Logan Stewart. That one low outside, ball 1. That second pitch was a strike, so now 1-1 for Logan Stewart. Another strike called by the umpire at center plate, at home plate rather. We're now at 1-2. Oh, and that one hit off number 2, Matt Sykes at the plate. That ball hit the ground, moved within the infield. Matt Sykes not quick enough as Jack Lang threw the ball to the first baseman, Mike Chilvers, to get him out. Now to the top of the batting order, we're going to Crandall Gerald, the center fielder for St. Clair, number 1.
Gerald has 10 RBIs.
And that first ball, ball 1. And the pitch by Logan Stewart, that one, ball 2. Wind up by Logan Stewart. Oh, and that one goes behind the plate, outside of the hand of Jack Lang. That ball again, wide and low, rolling in the dirt behind the plate. That's ball 3. The umpire cleaning the plate just to make sure that it's clean and clear and ready for any runners that Durham, rather than that St. Clair may have. The pitch from Logan Stewart, that one's a strike. We're at 2-1.
Gerald is a 4th-year student from LaSalle, Ontario.
And that one a walk. Count was 3-1. The walk by Crandall Gerald puts a man on first base for St. Clair. 1 out, man on first. And now if you could look in the bullpen for the, if you could notice here, we've got a man warming up in the bullpen for the Durham Lords. That's number 45, Sean Slemko, prepping himself likely for an entry either later in this inning and that's a throw from the pitcher Logan Stewart to first baseman Michael Chilvers. Safe, says the man at first base, Crandall Gerald. Safe. And here comes the next pitch from Logan Stewart. This one is a ball, a bit high, as Eric Cunningham looks to bring the score higher than 3-1. We're still 1-1. And we're going to show you the bullpen. What do you see?
Slemko has had 5 appearances so far in the last season with an ERA of 3.8.
Thank you. Slemko getting ready, but what we just missed on the field here is a single by Eric Cunningham. So now we've got Crandall Gerald on second base, Eric Cunningham on first base, with Max Ayarza, the all-star batter, getting ready after Logan Stewart. We may actually have the pitching change now.
Originally from Panama again, batting champion Max Ayarza is having his 5th year in the OCAA. And here's the replay.
So that was Eric Cunningham hitting that ball perfectly to score a single. The first baseman, Michael Chilvers, throws to the second baseman, Jordan D'Amico, not fast enough. Both men are safe. Now on first, we have Eric Cunningham. On second, Crandall Gerald, with Max Ayarza coming now to the plate.
if anyone was going to get these boys to home, it would be Yarza.
And now Logan Stewart, pitch. And that one hit deep into left field. Tristan Bouchat catches. Great play by Tristan Bouchat. And that one, we're now at 2 out. Sean Slemko still in the bullpen, warming up, likely for next inning.
Clair will be number 19, Roberto Duncan.
And now Roberto Duncan at the plate, looking to score for his team with Cunningham and Gerald on base. 2 out. Durham looking to close this inning. And that ball smothered well by Jack Lang. Ball 1. Logan Stewart looking to close out this inning against Roberto Duncan. Logan looks, pitches, and that one just a little bit high, little outside the strike zone. That one is ball 2.
Infielder Roberto Duncan has 19 RBIs and an average 422.
A real power hitter for the St. Clair College Saints. And that one again, a little bit low for Logan Stewart, being smothered by Jack Lang, going to his knee to ensure that the ball didn't get too far from the plate, which would have caused the runners on first and second, Cunningham and Gerald, to run and try and advance. Logan Stewart looks to second base and throws, and that one is hit right in the infield, easily scooped by Logan Stewart, thrown to first, Michael Chilvers, and that's the end of the 6th inning. That could have been a lot worse. Great job for the Durham Lords.
They really held on in that last inning.
Logan Stewart comes through in the clutch. Next inning will likely be the pitching of Sean Slemko for Durham, but we're going to show you some highlights.
Curious to see how Slemko performs in this last inning.
As am I. Very important inning. Here we go. Here are the highlights. And we're back. We've got the country music playing. Got the sun out. Really a fantastic day for baseball in October. I'm your play-by-play commentator, Jacob McCourt, here with Nicole D'Angelo on color.
Hi everyone, hope you guys are enjoying the game. We're excited to see the final inning with pitcher Slemko.
Yeah, so up first, the Durham Lords here, they're down 3-1. So really this is do or die for Durham. If they don't score at least 2 runs, we won't get to see our friend Sean Slemko pitch the bottom of the 7th. And I was really excited to see that. So, let's hope that our Durham Lords, come back in this game. But if not, that will be the end of the game, and it will be Humber versus St. Clair in the next game this afternoon.
Hopefully you all will be sticking around to see that later. It's coming up at 4:30.
Thanks for joining us again. Connorvale Park in Etobicoke, Ontario. Beautiful day, 10 degrees, sun's out. I see a dog running on the green grass in October. It was like 12 degrees. No, it was more hot than that. It was like 20 degrees earlier this week, and this morning down to 5.
I know. I think everyone was expecting the nice weather to last till the weekend, but I guess not.
I guess not, but I'm glad that, on this rain day, rather, yesterday we missed the whole day because of rain. We got a full day of baseball today, so let's hope the weather stays great. I think it will. The rain is done for the weekend. 4 games today, 2 or 3 games tomorrow, but we're going to get right back into the action here with number 21 batting for the Durham Lords,
Brody Harkness. Standing at 6'3", Harkness is originally from Bowmanville, Ontario, and is in his 3rd year with the team.
And now pitching for St. Clair, we haven't mentioned this yet, Shane Courtney, relieving number 10, Austin Alts.
New pitchers all around.
New pitchers all around. And that's another strike by number 21, who's now at the plate. 21 for Durham. We mentioned before the designated hitter, or pinch hitting rather, Brody Harkness in here and out. So that's the first out for Durham in this do or die inning. Brody Harkness coming in as a pinch hitter on that one, an out against Durham.
Next up, number 15,
Now
Jack
batting,
Lang.
Jack Lang. And here comes the first pitch from Shane Courtney. That's a killer fastball right down the center, strike one. My thoughts exactly. And here comes Shane Courtney with pitch number 2. And that bad boy is another strike, or sorry, another fastball. That one this time outside the strike zone. Bouncing in the dirt, that's ball 1. We're at 1-1.
He's really bringing the speed, though.
He's bringing the fire, if you will. I'm kind of enchanted by how quickly he's pitching. And that one is hit by Jack Lang, easily collected by the shortstop Matt Sykes and thrown to Roberto Duncan. That's out number 2. St. Clair now 1 out away from a victory.
Once again, St. Clair stands right now as number 1 in the league, despite losing 2 games previously to Weather. And they're really proving that in this game. Hopefully, they will succeed, and we'll see them play Humber later today.
Logan Stewart now at the plate for Durham against Shane Courtney, who's been throwing fastball after fastball. And here comes another one, just straight down the middle, swinging. Logan Stewart does not make contact. That's strike 1.
Stewart, one of the Lord's better batters, has 15 RBIs and an average 386.
Shane Courtney throws that one in the dirt away from the left-handed batter. That's ball 1. Now 1-1. Shane Courtney with the windup. That's a fastball and a hit in the infield. Caught by Casey Boutet, thrown to Roberto Duncan, and that's a game. A well-executed throw to first base, and that's our game. 3-1 St. Clair over the Durham Lords.
The Lords really held out for the majority of the game. They did bring it, but St. Clair's was just there at every corner.
That was a very good game. You know, St. Clair College keeping their #1 status by winning again in this game. And again, that's our game. And that's us on commentary for the day. Nicole, thank you so much for your wonderful job on color.
Oh, thank you, Jacob. I really enjoyed listening to your play-by-play.
Oh, thanks.
And then, yeah.
Looking forward to more commentating with you. And looking forward to more games in this OCAA Baseball Championship. We're going to show you the highlights. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time.